case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 1990, the United States Supreme Court found itself presiding over a fascinating case known as Moskal v. United States, which pertained to the sensitive matter of car sales fraud. At the heart of the debate was whether or not a certain federal law could rightly apply to securities laden with false information. The court was tasked with interpreting this law and determining its broadness based on the intended purpose that Congress had originally put forth. A man by the name of Raymond Moskal had been detected guilty of partaking in the questionable commerce of automobiles, characterized by altered odometer readings and the utilization of fraudulent vehicle titles. The incriminating scheme involved Moskal and his associates purchasing used cars in Pennsylvania, adjusting the odometers to reflect fewer miles driven, and modifying the titles to mirror the lowered mileage. This modified documentation, referred to as washed titles, was then transferred to a person situated in Virginia, who convincingly presented them to the authorities. The unsuspecting officials proceeded to issue new titles, unaware of their role in enhancing the scheme's potency. When the washed titles found their way back to Pennsylvania, they were integrated into the car sales process, resulting in innocent buyers falling for the deceptive trap. Moskal was brought to trial and subsequently convicted for obtaining 2 washed titles, each displaying a mileage that was deceitfully 30,000 miles lesser than the actual count. Moskal confidently defended his actions during the appeal process, maintaining that the washed titles remained genuine despite their alterations. The court, however, refuted to Moskal's argument, asserting that the primary intention of the law was to impede the introduction of counterfeit documents. Ultimately, the court concluded that Moskal's actions indeed met the criteria of being falsely made, as outlined in Section 2314, and his observable intent to deceive was evident. As such, the Court of Appeal's initial decision to convict Moskal was firmly upheld by the Supreme Court, highlighting the seriousness of such fraudulent automotive practices.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.